So you had a nice drive coming up here, and I was thinking maybe I should offer Mary a glass of wine.
And because I'm so smart and have been hanging out with this one for so long, I very quickly said, no thanks. I don't want my high vibe to come down today. So then we thought we should do something on alcohol because it's summertime and people are at barbecues and people are out and they would like, their favorite cocktail or a glass of wine with dinner. And I've heard some of your clients say in the past, like, that they don't drink alcohol anymore because they don't even want it anymore. And I'm like, we should do a session, like a podcast on that because I think that's very interesting.
All right, warning, warning, warning. We are not going to tell you to stop drinking.
No.
All right. I was once an alcoholic, huge drinker, massive. Why? Because I was numbing. I just numbed. So there are different extremes of drinking, right? So we kind of sometimes need those things.
Yeah.
So it's not to be judgy, it's
No.
just to give information.
Yes.
All right.
Right. Because I still am going to have the occasional glass of wine and my cocktail.
Yeah. So over time, I've stopped drinking because I just naturally stopped. I'm not against drinking. I actually can have a drink and I no longer feel like I need to. My binge drinking was more of a social thing. It's just the way I coped with life.
Yeah.
But even now, now that I've worked on myself so much, I find personally that alcohol is at a lower vibration than I'm at. So if I drink, it actually lowers my vibration. So a lot of people will say, Brenda, I just had a session with you. I'm going to a party. Can I drink? I never tell people to stop drinking or, they might be doing some drugs, anything like that. And the reason is perhaps that's what they need right now.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge? Who am I to know exactly what they need to calm themselves down?
Yeah.
Over time, if somebody sticks with their own healing journey, they will get to a point where the need for alcohol, the need for, say, drugs, lessens to the point where I don't even want it.
Yeah, since I've been hanging out with you, I find that as well, to be honest. Like, there's times I say no now, whereas before I don't know that I ever said no to a glass of wine. So that's been a change in me. But does it actually take you backwards? So if you're doing your healing and then you have some alcohol, does it actually take you backwards in your healing journey?
Any healing work you've ever done, you keep that benefit. Just imagine anything that you're releasing during a session, that stuff that's released does not come back. But you can always accumulate new stuff, new traumas.
Oh, because if you're vibrating low, you can bring in
yeah,
other
you can
stuff.
bring in other stuff. So it's not directly related that you're going backwards. But what people will say, and this is, I'm going to say I have a few clients that love my sessions, feel great, and they say, listen, I got invited. Mind you, they're younger. I got invited to a really cool party. We're going to be drinking all weekend.
Yeah.
I really want to go. What? I'm not their mom. I do whatever you feel you want to do.
Yeah.
But can I come again next week to have another clearing? And I like, all right. And it's funny because they'll come back, and I'm not going to say they've gone backwards, but they come in with a lot more heaviness in their field. And then we do a clearing.
Yeah.
And how did that come in? Was it the actual alcohol? Maybe not. But they've definitely put themselves in situation where they were able to accumulate more negativity in their field. It could be going to a bar. There's lots of desperation out there, right? And you're in a more of an open state when you're drinking. You don't want to pass out when you drink. No. Do not do that. Like, don't get to the point where you pass out, because then you leave your field open and who knows what you're going to get. So yes, kind of going backward, but you're not losing the energy work that you did.
Right.
right?
So I think this is good information, because I think sometimes when people go out drinking, they think about, what am I doing tomorrow? Do I have to drive home? Like, there's all this list of things you go through. And I think it's important for people to consider that if they are interested in healing and doing the kind of work that we're talking about, that alcohol can play a role.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it's funny because I'm not against people drinking, and if people want to, during a retreat, I don't serve alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But when the retreat is over, people will ask, well, after I had the retreat day, I might want a glass of wine to chill out. Can I bring it? Yeah, sure. And if you feel the need, but it never seems to open up.
Oh.
They end up leaving with the bottle. But I'm not going to say no, you can't, right?
Yeah.
You can have a sip of here. My mother, she still has a bit to drink, and she'll see me in these, like, say I have people over and they're drinking a little bit, or I'm at her house. I don't drink, and I don't want to make people uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So she'll give me a glass of wine knowing I'm not going to drink it, but I have it beside me at the table. I hold it because I don't want, her friends to feel uncomfortable that I am not. And then my mom will sneakily take my glass, and then she gives me her empty glass, so it look like I drank a glass. And I don't really care if someone notices; they notice. But that's just, to kind of make other people feel like I'm not judging. If you feel you want to drink, drink. If you were to say, "Hey, Brenda, I'd like a beer," let's go have a cold beer. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
But I personally find the alcohol's lower vibrating. So it'll actually lower my vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Although people love when I used to drink because I'm so giggly. But I don't need it anymore. I'm giggly all the time anyway.
You are rather giggly.
But I was really fun back in the day because I had a lot of depression, and the alcohol just made things like numb, and I was lighter. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's a personal thing, but just be mindful of it.
Yeah.
And see, are you, like, I have some people who say, I need a drink. I need a drink. Well, why do you need a drink? What is it that you don't want to look in at? What are you trying to hide or avoid?
Well, it's become such a habit for so many people. Like, when they get home from work, they go straight and make a drink, or open up the wine, get ready for dinner. By the time dinner is done, the bottle's gone.
I find that fascinating because I've never really drank at home.
Mm-hmm.
I was more, I'm going to a bar, I gotta get drunk. That was like a university thing.
Yeah. When you're younger, probably.
Yeah. That's what I did a lot.
Yeah, but I think it's like a coping mechanism for what you were talking about earlier. Like, people just need stuff to cope and to numb a little bit from whatever they're dealing with until they can find another way to deal with it.
Yeah. So what I find is when I'm working with someone who drinks a lot, let's say, and they're upset about drinking, I say, don't be upset. Just do the work. And as you'll notice, as your vibration starts to increase, your alcohol intake will actually decrease. Mm-hmm. But your friends who like you drinking with them, is misery likes company. People who drink like people who drink.
Yeah.
They'll actually not like the fact that you're not drinking so much.
Yeah.
And you can, hang out with them. Have a cranberry and vodka, but don't put the vodka in it.
Yeah, they won't know.
They won't know. It's just like, You can still be fun. You don't have to be boring just because you're not drinking.
Yeah.
Right? People assume.
Yeah.
And one more thing that's popping in my mind is, if you want to look at it from a different aspect, when COVID hit, right? Mm-hmm. What stayed open? And then what closed? I'm not even going to get into that, but what stayed open? What was always open? And then what are the things that were closed? So imagine good things like the gym closed.
Schools
closed.
Yeah.
All those things that
sports
closed, but liquor stores stayed open. Why? Just think about that. And you might be like, oh, I don't understand what she's talking about. Or you might say, lower vibration.
Yeah.
Right? Again, no judgment. Where you are is where you are.
Yes.
So if you ever want to come over and have a glass of wine, I'm not.
Is there even any here?
Yes, because clients, sometimes people come over and they give me. So I do have a stack. I always say thank you, and then I send them over to my mom, who seems to enjoy her wine.
Her wine.
Yeah. But yeah, I do keep one just in case somebody needs some. I'm not against serving it.
Yeah, so there you go. Some information on alcohol and healing, just to help you make better decisions. Or if you still want to enjoy your glass of wine, give us a call. We might join you one day. For more information, please contact Brenda at www.sobrilliant.ca. We're here to help. There's a free discovery call. Give us a shout. Take care.
Thank you for joining us.
If you have any questions or comments, visit us at sobrilliant.ca.
Sending you lots of love and light. Until next time.